In 2020, I was a new content creator, full of excitement, but just a year later, I quit. And the reason I quit was that I thought chasing business in quick money would set me up to buy iPhones and other expensive gears that will help me to succeed as a content creator. Instead, I lost 4 years, and today here I am trying to share my comeback story. Not because it's perfect, but because it's real. There was so much excitement in 2020 when I started content creation, and my main focus was on the music industry because of the experiences I had from making my own music. I started with YouTube and Facebook, and I can recall that back then Facebook was not yet monetized, as in people could not make money from Facebook. It was only YouTube that was monetized. And also I started content creation along blogging, that is creating websites and writing articles on them. Now the excitement I can recall was making those little 11K from promoting music for upcoming artists. It was very rewarding and very hopeful. But then I made the biggest mistake. Now the mistake I made was that back then it seemed as if everybody or every content creator were using iPhones. But me, I was using my DSLR because as a professional cinematographer, I was shooting events, music videos and movies. So I had my own DSLR camera. Now I was shooting my content with the DSLR. But then observing that every content creator were kind of like using an iPhone, I then thought that my own orientation or my own content was going to be different from the rest if I am not creating with an iPhone. And for that reason, I decided to sell my DSLR and add the money I had to enter into a business I thought was going to give me quick money. As per the business, it wasn't as if the business was bad at the start, because I can recall vividly that I made profit when I started the business. So the mistake I made again was, instead of using that money to buy the equipment I was looking for, because I made the money that was enough for me to buy the iPhones and those gears, but because of the passion I had for the business, I thought of expanding the business first before I come back to content creation, and that's when everything crashed. I'm saying everything crashed is that in trying to expand the business, I started to lose so much. Now the worst part of everything is that all these things happened within a space of 4 good years, which means that I left content creation for 4 years. On my comeback to content creation, I'm happy I made the decision to come back again and start with whatever gear I have. Now I don't have the mentality of shooting with an iPhone or any expensive gear. I start with whatever I can lay my hands on, and good enough, I'm no longer thinking about running ads, keeping money aside to run ads. Instead, I'm staying consistent, creating content in order to grow. Now finally, yes, I can say that I'm feeling like a beginner, but then having been in content creation for a very long time, I think I understand better. And one thing I see also is that back when we started content creation, there was no much competition because lots of platforms were not paying. I think it's only YouTube that was paying. Facebook, TikTok, Instagram and the rest were not paying. So people were not into it that much as we have today. But then, even if I'm feeling like a beginner, I know I am not a beginner. All I do is gathering all the experiences I have so far to ensure I do what's necessary to succeed this time around. Now, leaving content creation was my biggest mistake, but my coming back is my proudest choice. So if you've quit like me, don't be ashamed to come back, because the dream never dies. It just waits for you.